Hi, everybody. I'm Corey with the mighty, or a mighty, or all the mighty mushrooms. I'm here with Jacob from Portland Pickers, who's also an integral part of this show, future and present. What?
Hi, I'm here. I just wanted to interrupt you.
Thank you. It seems like that's what everyone's good at.
I'm sorry. This is your show. Please finish your introduction. I'm just here to be.
I was actually introducing you.
That's true. Yeah. And I was like, well, they should see my face.
You interrupted me while I was in. I can't even talk right now. Earlier, I was watching. Jacob, welcome to the show. It's always difficult to do the show without you. I really enjoy doing the show with you. Paisley Bradley's in the chat. Hey, Paisley, nice to see you. We're gonna make it a kind of a shorter show tonight. Last night went 3 hours again. And we talked about a bunch of crazy, stupid crap. There was definitely there's some gems in every show. Last night we were dropping gems like bird turds. So
just diamonds.
Like, I mean, if you think about it, bird turds could become diamonds, right? Ali Easy Money, he's from Portland. We're from Portland. We're in Portland.
We're in right now, actively.
Skriller Nike deal. So I'm going to start it off. I want to hear a story from the week.
Okay. A story from the week is I am foolish. And, you know, even as professionals, we make mistakes too. Prime example being greedy. Being greedy backfires. Has it happened to you, Corey? Because it happened to me.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So I picked up this industrial reel unit that's for like video inspection and, you know, heavy duty stuff. I got an offer for $1,800 on this unit, and I didn't accept it. I didn't accept it.
I don't know why you did, because you have no, like, it's not cool, it's not useful, it's a big piece of scrap metal. Krillin's in the chat. What's up, Krillin? We're talking about being greedy.
It doesn't pay off, folks.
So what you're saying is that you didn't sell it to the guy out of just pure greed.
Exactly. I was like, you know, this thing it's a $5,000 unit, maybe even more. I mean, how do you put up? I just couldn't let it go, you know. And so I countered at a reasonable price. You know, I was at like $2,200, and very cordially, you know, I was like, hey, I appreciate your offer. You know, with fees, I'm covering the shipping. Maybe we can meet in the middle. And I figured, worst case scenario, he's gonna knock me down to 2 G's. He didn't. He didn't come back. But so the catch is, it was only active for 3 days.
Yeah.
So, you know, like having a $3,000 item up for 3 days and getting it at.
I know, but the rub on that is somebody might have been looking for one. He was pricing a couple. Yours popped up while he was pricing something. He had some kind of alert. You countered, and he took the other one.
It's very possible, but at the same time, I didn't find any comps. There's no, at least on eBay.
Yeah. Maybe he was trying to flip a dollar, you know, or maybe, I mean, I think the offer was really, really good.
I mean, yeah, I didn't even say what I paid for it.
You went crawling back.
Really, I never like to say what I paid for stuff.
No one in the chat's gonna buy this thing. I paid 60 cents for it. No, I paid $60. So, lesson is, don't be foolish. Take the moolah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in a bull market. I think we're in a bear market right now.
That's a like heavy example. Typically, you know, if someone's within the range, you know, it's theirs. But you're a bear. It is a bear market. You're in it. in a costume. Right now. Do tell. Please.
Brah! Brah! Brah!
So where'd you get that interesting thing? Can we see a full length?
It's youth 8 to 10. That's why it makes my head look fatter than it really is. Basically, Bradley says,
Are you self-conscious about your head?
Yes. Yeah, my head is beautiful but misshapen. It's like my head's like a Picasso. So this is a you gotta look up comp. Can't get my head out of it. So this is Jim Henson made. There were these Jim Henson Disney bear costumes, and I don't know if the furries are into them or whatever. This one is youth 8 to 10, but it would fit, a small dude or chick. And these comps on these, like, there's not one for sale right now, so I have it listed for $229, but they've been selling for about $150 plus 20 shipping. So $150 plus like $170 shipped. It's got this dumb. Yeah, I guess there was some kind of. Anyone here have Worth Point? I don't use Worth Point. I just use comps, and then I kiss my bear.
Here's an interesting little tidbit about Worth Point. Is now it appears that they tell you at least a piece of some market info. So they'll actually give you some recent like sold pricing.
Okay.
They'll give you some historical information now.
Yeah, but, I mean, I thought that's what Worth Point was.
I mean, I guess it's like, well, I don't know what it is. I don't subscribe to it. I haven't read like what the whole package is, but
well, it helps you discover the value of things based on previous information,
right?
Previous sales. It just gives you extended comps too. Like eBay only stores comps for 90 days, but they might be storing comps for 10 years. I don't know. I don't know how old Worth Point's data stream is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at least recently, when I checked some of their things, it was showing, like this is how much it sold for in the last flitter flatter.
The last flitter flatter, is that like a
flitter flatter is an extended period of time, shorter than a year, longer than 6 months.
Is that actually true?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, okay, because there's some weird words. Do you know what drubbing means?
Say that again.
To be drubbed, or to receive or give a drubbing. To drub.
Drunk rubbing?
Erica said, "Is it a drunk rubbing?"
No, but that sounds wonderful.
Last night.
Woo! It's to like beat somebody with a stick.
So it is what you did to me last night.
Yes. No. I would never drub upon you. I mean, unless I don't know. I don't know. If you're watching on Instagram, we're live on YouTube. It's an open forum. You can come and join and hang out. I'm just shouting out the tube.
Who do we have in the chat right now? What are they?
We got Trillin, who's always chilling. We got Stephanie's Thrifty Threads. We got Paisley. She's chilling like a villain always. We got Allie Easy Money. I don't know who Allie Easy Money is. He says he's in Portland, but what can you do? Anyway, let's tell a story. So your story was that you were dumb and that you didn't take $1,800 for something you paid $60 for. Oh my God, what a cardinal sin. Just basically, you took $1,800 and farted on it.
Yes.
And then because you farted on it, it walked away.
It did. I actually I sent the guy an email like the other day. Yeah, I went crawling back. That's right. I did. I tucked my leg and I said, "Hey man, if you want to send me another offer, I'd gladly consider that."
I would be like, "I'm sorry, I accidentally did not accept your offer. Let me give you $100 back. Let's do $1,700 and call it good." I would backpedal so hard on that deal because I would want that money.
It was the one time I literally took my dignity and I was like, where's a bucket that I can throw it in and set it on fire?
I mean, I have dignity on the like buyer protection side, but on my side, like my dignity's gone. I'm the seller. I'm the reseller. It's like, you know, I mean, I don't have that much pride. I do this because I love it, but I also do it for money. I was trying to explain what I do to somebody today in line at this estate sale, and they were just like, I mean, it was like I was talking to an alien, and they weren't even like, I mean, it was like I was an alien talking to an earthling, and they couldn't believe that what I do is profitable. Like, argued every single way, and like I had a rebuttal to everything, and I was like, listen, it's not my job or what I want to do right now to convince you that what I do is valid.
Yeah.
I just do it because I like it. Let's just keep it at that. I do it because I like it, and like, let's just go. Let's talk about flowers and peanuts or something, because like, you just don't get it. Like you are outside of the realm of like understanding logical thought and evidence. Like, obviously, I'm not going to give you an in-depth insight into how my sales sourcing and all of those other techniques work unless you follow me here, and you'll get tidbits here and you'll get tidbits there. But I'm not going to sit there and explain how the internet works.
It always gets into a weird thing where where you feel like you're trying to justify what you do to someone.
Dude, I never want to justify what I do to anyone. I'm never going to justify what I do to everyone. There's no justification necessary. It's like, I do what I do because it brings value to the people who are involved in my circle.
And it does.
Krillin asked if I wait for the sale to start, can you go back to the car? I mean, so sometimes there's a list. You sign up on the list. If you're there, you're good. And if you're not, they're going to take you off the list. Like me, if I'm waiting in line and you're not going to get in before me if there's no list. It's just not going to happen. Sorry, kids. You know, you got to put in that work to make that money. You know what I'm saying? So Krillin, I mean, I just get an umbrella. I got this thing. It's called a coat. It's made out of Gore-Tex. You heard of Gore-Tex? Put that hood on.
When did they start making Gore-Tex?
Well,
when did it start making an appearance?
Gore-Tex is probably in the 80s. I mean, it's like one of them Dow chemical things.
Who? Oh, so Dow Chemical? Do they own the rights to Gore-Tex?
I think it was a Dow thing, or one of like DuPont or something. Yeah, I don't know who owns Gore-Tex now. I could find out by using this wonderful thing we call the internet or interwebs. If you're watching on Instagram, we're live on YouTube. I'm going to open up the forum here in about 20 minutes. Anybody wants to join? So I am going to tell this story now. Speaking of, like, Krillin's talking about waiting in the. So this morning,
your story is actually kind of the opposite of my story.
Yeah. My story is, I guess. You even know what my story is?
Yeah. No.
You don't know what my story is. So you're telling me what my story is before you know what my story is.
I just have a feeling it's the opposite, because you're going to say, here's Jacob, he's an idiot. Now look at me, I'm a shining angel of genius.
I mean, that's how I need to portray myself to the internet. I mean, if I didn't purport to be the best, how could I ever become the best? You know, George Washington. I don't like George. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, so only yesterday, when I was walking out of a wonderful estate sale, like actually a really crappy estate sale, with a very expensive handbag from the 70s, which I alerted Jacob to because he was late, and I wanted to rub it in. That one, I work harder than he does, and two, that I'm more I can't think of anything I'm better than him at. So just that I work harder than he does.
The parking was trash.
I didn't tell you to come 20 minutes early. Ollie Easy Money asked if I sold the white bag. I did not sell the white bag. It's not. I'm taking offers on it. It's not really for sale yet. I'm starting to have this magical attraction with it that I don't like, because then it gets stuck in the P trap. And I'm gonna wait. Probably, I'm gonna wait a second. I really want to. I really want to get some great images and some great video of it and present it to the people who, I want to present it to multiple collectors, possibly in an auction format. I think that's the best way to do it. I think it gives everybody who really wants it a fair shot to get it, and it will show what its true value is. And I'll take whatever that is. It's going to be a fair auction, and I think that's what I'll do.
What if you did a live auction on the show?
I could do a live auction on the show, but we don't have the viewership to really do that. I would need to do a live auction on somebody else's show, and then we'd have to collect, and I don't have the licenses to do it. I'd rather do it on eBay. I like eBay. I like eBay for auctions. We'll do it on eBay. It'll be great.
All right. I'm just trying to make it interesting, but
eBay. Your idea of interesting is boring to me.
Oh, no, you did.
I didn't know you did. Anyway, so Jacob and I went to a couple sales yesterday. It looked like they were both a little tough for you, right, Jacob? They seemed a little tough.
What do you mean?
Shop Girl, it's the Nike bag that's on my Instagram little video. It's a Nike bag from the 1972 Munich Olympics. Well, I mean, you didn't get a ton of stuff yesterday, right? I kind of put some stuff back so that I kind of hid some stuff for you in a certain way.
Stop.
I turned that Pontiac thing over on the back side.
Oh, no, it was right side up in the
camera. Oh, she must have flipped it back over again. I flipped it over.
It's a flip-flop. That's what happened. It flipped and then it flopped. No,
I really did flip it over for you.
So the Mercedes plaque,
yeah,
it's like a 150.
Nice.
And then the Pontiac, that one's like a 120. It'll probably come in at about $80.
Cool. Yeah, 80 a piece is good because they were like $6 a piece or something.
Yeah, one was 6, the other was 3.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. I'm not going to go in there and pick all the shit that you want.
You could have.
I could have bought it for you, actually. But I kind of I don't like that. If we're both in at the same time, we can pick together, but I don't think it's ethical to go. I don't know. It's a fine line.
No, don't say ethical.
Dude, if I block the room because I'm in there before you, that's totally ethical. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's it.
It is, because I was there first. It's the rule of firsts.
So what's the difference between that and picking it for me? I mean, it all worked out, but
picking it for you're not there.
Future reference.
You're not there.
I will do something you liked, which I did. That Russian aviator watch. I picked it up and I held it in my hand.
We were in the house together, though. Okay, if you wanna come up with we don't have any agreements on picking in other places, right? I'm willing to pick stuff up for you, but you have to buy it from me. I don't want it. If I'm I bought this and it's even valueless, you still have to buy it. And then I'll troll you. I'll just go through the house and buy old packets of peanuts or something. I don't. Yeah, so you're required. So we can make this is in front of the entire internet. I will buy stuff for you, but you have to pay for it.
I mean, you got to let me know what it is that you're buying.
I don't have time.
What the hell? No, I don't have
time. I'm thinking, man. I need to make a.
By the way, I bought this doo-doo butter.
I need to make a living.
In a jar, and I bought it. It's $5, and it's poop. No, I'm not gonna give you $5 for poop. So
Stephanie says that we have picking relationship issues. No, then I'm not gonna buy shit for you. You're not gonna buy it from me.
We're getting counseling. And,
I love you, but listen. I don't have time. I don't have time to figure out how to tell you that I have stuff. I'm in there trying to get the stuff before everybody else does. You know what? No, it's true.
All right. Well, I make gut decisions. I put in the hold pile for you, basically. And if you're not there, then I'd photo it. Once it's
all right. You're making me feel bad now. I guess I have to go through effort to help you.
No, you absolutely don't. That's not part of the terms and agreement. You're not obligated to do anything.
I know. That's why I do.
Our relationship.
I know I'm not obligated to do anything. That's why I get you 7th on the list and you don't show up. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, weren't you not late though?
I wasn't late. They read the list.
Dude, I wasn't either, and I didn't get in on time. So I know, but you have to remember, like, I'm just poking fun at you. Like, obviously, I'm not serious.
No, I know.
You doing well is important to me only because you're another human being, and you're not an asshole. I really don't like assholes.
Same.
Because they're mostly like me. Like when they emulate me, it offends me.
That's why you put on the show, so that you yourself can kind of project what it is that you are receptive to not liking.
Well, yeah, like I want to churn that. I want to be like a big wave that says like this stuff. I've already seen it. It's old. It's over. It's retro. It's done. Like, you know, you're not gonna use those tactics to get into like my psyche. Like it's done. Like I can come to that level really fast. Anyway, so Jacob and I were. I'm sorry to anyway. Is that rude to say like anyway? Because I gotta get back on track a little bit.
Yeah, the struggle's real.
The struggle is real. So Jake and I went to an awesome sale. He picked up some really cool pieces. I picked up some really cool pieces. And then we met at a second sale. And that one, the parking was even worse for that one. So I got into the sale. We got in late. I mean, I went in like 40th or 50th. And there really wasn't a lot of stuff in that house. There really wasn't. It was a multi-million-dollar house with like $10,000 worth of stuff in the whole house. I mean, it wasn't. I got a cool piece of jade and some other stuff. Well, I picked up a satchel bag, like an old vintage kind of satchel, this cool leather satchel, and I was just putting stuff in there, and I found this arrow, this like, it was an antique, but it was a replica. It was an antique replica of like a Shoshone or like Plains Indian, I'm Native American, so I don't know what even to call myself. Like I have a history of that, so if Indian bothers you, I don't know what to call us. We're native first people. I don't know what the hell we are. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you say or call it. But it was, it was a Native American replica. It wasn't. I don't think it was made by Native Americans. It was made by a good replica maker. It was a piece of, and I had it in my bag and it disappeared. And this cutesy, she was cutesy, right?
I don't know. After you said thief, I said not cutesy.
Well, I mean, she had a cutesy look. Like, you wouldn't expect her to be a thief, right?
I expect everyone at estate sale to be a thief.
Okay, so I've seen her a lot. I didn't expect her to be a thief.
Oh, you've seen her a lot?
Oh, yeah, I see her all the time. So the plot thickens hard in a second. So this gets even better. So Jacob and I are standing there, and I say to her, "Hey, that's my arrow. You took my arrow." And she looks down the stairs, kind of winks at me, walks up the stairs, and disappears. Right?
I didn't see the wink, but I definitely saw she brushed you off like dirt. She was like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. When I mean like the wink and the nod,
it was pretty bossy. It was I'll give her that.
It was what?
Pretty bossy.
It was pretty bossy.
She's like, I don't know you shit. I stole your thing, so eat that.
Yeah, she had that look on her face, right?
Yeah, it was messed up.
Yeah, that was. Don't do that, peoples. Don't be doing that. You're gonna get it back. It's gonna boot you into behindy.
Yeah, we did talk about the karmatic effects of theftism when you're stealing.
And then somebody's really. What happens in a week is her car gets broken into, and like somebody steals her credit card. Knocked off her horse.
Take it a lot further, and I'm glad you didn't.
We get to knocked off her horse in a second. So I'm at this sale in Gresham, Oregon today. The PDX Estate Services. I really love their sales.
Oh,
they price awesome. They're organized. I was a little bit pissed today because they posted some Louis Vuitton bags. I waited in the rain for 2 hours to see those first, and they were all fake. Every bag was fake. Every pair of shoes was fake. Everything was fake. I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming in and hanging out with us. I'm going to post the link here in a sec if you want to come in.
Were they priced as fakes, or were they?
Yeah, they were priced as fakes too, which even made me angrier.
Oh, because like, oh, what a deal! It's fake.
No, I mean, I was going in to pay 150 to 200 a bag, you know, because that's, I mean, these were like, they were 80s and early 90s replicas, but they were so on with the style, but you can't see them in the pictures. And she wouldn't answer my questions about whether they were real or not. She's like, listen, I'm not going to answer any questions about what's in the house. I'll tell you where things are and stuff, but you're going to have to go figure it out yourself. So that kind of told me that it was probably not going to happen, but I stayed and waited. I got some good vintage knives, some Cutco stuff, and some other cool stuff. I paid up for it. I got some really expensive toner cartridges and some ink and some electronics and some of the other stuff that I specialize in, which was
what electronics did you get? Please tell me.
you know, some voice recorders, and there weren't good electronics. The cameras were all Nike, and everything had like gross batteries. You know, it was like a gross battery explosion. What's up? So what happens is I'm standing there in line. Wait. I'm standing there in line. I'm third. The house is full of like Ladro and Hummel and like really desirable collectibles. There's only 2 people in line in front of. I'm second in line, but there's a group of 2. There was a guy and his girlfriend. So technically I was third, but I was like the second party in line.
Can be dangerous.
The woman walks up. That woman from the other sale walks up, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I said it really loud. I was like, "You stole that arrow out of my bag yesterday, didn't you?" She looks at me, takes a big gulp, walks to her car, gets in it, and leaves.
For real?
For real.
Who does that?
Doesn't say a word, gets in her car, and leaves.
I mean, you have a face about you when you're serious. It's scary.
Really? Like what?
Nothing. I was just playing, man. Jeez, don't get serious. Please. But she left. She legit
left.
Straight
left.
Hey.
So this is crazy. So the story gets even more interesting. And this is where I had to stop and like, you're not even gonna believe this. So I pick up a fake. They're all the bags are fake, and one of them looks slightly more real than the others, and it's like a Fendi, you know, it's a Fendi knockoff. And I pick it up. I don't even look in it. It's obviously made in China. I don't even look at it, and I put it in my bag. Right?
In your sold bag.
What's up?
In your sold pile, or you're the bag.
I have a little big PDX Estate Services. You can't bring in your own bags and stuff. You have to take their little stupid carrying cases, which is totally cool. But they always have a big staff, so you can get stuff done. So what happens is I pick that bag and I pick up another bag that looks cool, and I put it in, and I go to the back, and I look through the bag to see if it's real, and I pull out the wallet of the lady whose estate it was. She was like in her 90s, had her social security card, 2 credit cards, $600.
What?
$600 US, and a bunch of other stuff. And her family members were there. And, you know, it was like, I just walked up to the person who was running the estate sale, and I was like, hey, look, there's like $600 in here. It was in her wallet. It's hers. It's not mine. And I gave it back to her. And, yeah. She didn't even blink at me when I did it either. She, like, and I was like, I don't know, like, figure it, like, I kind of said, like, maybe you should donate that to charity or something, you know? But I wasn't going to take it. This was somebody's home, and that was, like, her purse. And, you know, I don't know. It's different when you're in somebody else's house, you know?
Everyone's in the chat like, dummy.
I don't think it's dumb.
Take the money and run.
I don't think you should do that at all.
Well, I mean, like the social and the credit cards, yeah. But, you know, contents left in the purse are part of the purse.
I mean, I could have just bought the purse and walked out, right, with what was in it. But I already knew it was in it, so it becomes...
Yeah, that does damper things.
I don't need that money. I earn my money. I don't steal money from people. I earn an honest living. I mean, I am a hustler by all means, but
by trade.
Yeah, I'm a hustler, but I'm a hustler by birth. But I don't call myself a hustler because I'm not. I think there's a negative.
You're like, Mom, I don't need your breast milk. I'll find my own breast milk. Okay,
No, it's like if you ain't giving me that milk, I'm gonna crawl down the block and find a cat.
I'll find my own breast milk. I'll make it.
I'll make my own breast milk. I know there's a cat around here somewhere. Yeah, you see everybody. I think people agree with me. I think that it's the right thing to do, and I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, no,
it's not that hard to do the right thing, kids. Like I'm doing this, all about my life is. I mean, it's about doing the right thing. Like you can make
$600 in the pocket of jeans at the Benz.
I would keep it because it's already been donated. I can't trace it back to anybody. Somebody gave it to Goodwill. That's wholly different. If I found it in a pair of pants I bought at a Goodwill or a thrift shop or something, obviously it wasn't theirs. But this was like their grandmother. The family was there. I was in her house. You know.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy that the bags were fake, but it was like almost like it was like fate or like karma or dharma or whatever. Like it was like, here, make your choice. Where do you want to go? Do you want to be?
That was God. Like, hey, thanks for being so cool. Like, here's $600. And then
introspective.
You know what? I don't need it. What?
It was introspective. That's your buddy, right?
Yeah, that's Jake.
Yeah. Ethics are not overrated. You're just wet behind the ears. You're just young. Kayla's here. Hey, Kayla. I said I wasn't going to do a show tonight, but I decided there was a lot to talk about, so
to talk about.
Was that music like annoying, or is it good or bad, or?
I paused for too long, so yeah. There's.
What?
Huh?
Oh, the music is good or annoying?
I mean, I don't mind.
Okay, I my brain is all funky, so I need to like have some kind of thing going on. Oh, Kayla, so I went into a sale today. This one, I waited for 2 hours to get in. Confronted the person who stole from me the day before. And I walked in and I found this fake Fendi bag, and inside of it was the wallet with $600, the credit cards, the social security number of a woman who just died in September. I was in her house, and I was standing there, and I was like, oh my God, this is like $600 right here. So I just went to the person who was running the estate sale, and I said, hey, I found this in this purse. It's her wallet, you know. And she didn't even, and I was like, there's like $600 in there. And she just kind of like looked at me funny, took it, and maybe she kept the $600. I don't know.
I bet she did.
If she did, that's fine. Maybe she needed it. I don't think she would, though. The reason I gave it to her is because I actually trust her.
Yeah. Did you give it to Lynn?
Yeah, I gave it to Lynn.
Yeah, she wouldn't have pocketed it.
No way in hell.
Yeah, it'll probably just go into the sales fund or whatever.
Exactly. Or yeah, I mean, the two of the family members were behind me, and they were like, "Yeah, we took out tons of stuff like last week. Like we came in and like we've been working with the company to set stuff up, and there were a lot of cool designer bags." He said, but you know, the family took those. So I asked him if it was possible to possibly buy some, and I gave him some info. So maybe he'll sell me some later. No, she didn't, Kayla. I wouldn't have given it to her if I thought that she would. But I didn't feel I wasn't gonna keep it. It wasn't mine. You know. It really wasn't. So that was a weird like twist of fate, you know?
Yeah, that is pretty funny that.
Like that continuum of like confronting the person who basically took from you, and then you had the opportunity to take from somebody else. You know? It was weird. It was totally like what was that word that thrift shop hustler used? Meta. It was totally meta. I mean, I have this problem.
You have to make those decisions before you're in the situation a lot of times, so that when you're in the situation, you're not counting on your short-term thinking to make the right choice. You know,
Yeah.
it's good to say, I'm going to do the right thing before I'm in this situation. Then when you're in it, you already know what you need to do.
I mean, taking something that isn't yours is never okay. It's not okay to take something that isn't yours. And
Yeah,
obviously that wallet was not
doing that.
wallet was not included in the purchase of the $6 bag handbag.
Exactly. You're like, I paid $6 for a $100 item. In this case, I paid $6 for $600 in cash. Yeah.
But I didn't, though.
You didn't. No, you returned it to its rightful owner, which I think
the purse was really be worth $600. Ironically.
Yeah, it was a $600 purse.
Yeah, I'm glad I found it and it didn't go with somebody, because like somebody could definitely like steal that lady's identity and take everything, you know.
I mean, she had passed away, so that would have been
recently too. So you know, like all that stuff was still active and everything. Erica,
Yes.
how you doing?
Good.
Hey, 19th Vintage is here. What's up, 19th Vintage? Erica, how was your weekend?
Good. Still going.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I consider my weekend like never. I don't ever have a weekend.
It's always a weekend.
Always.
Flipper Joe says hi. Flipper Joe, what's up, man? If anybody wants to come and like hang 19th Vintage, if you want to pop in, and we're just telling some stories from the week. This show is about like telling stories and sharing weird stuff, and embellishments are always accepted.
Embellishments.
Fictionalization always works on this channel. That's Raccoon Release's mascot.
Raccoony the raccoon.
Yeah, so we have a service where we'll come to an estate sale that you want something of value, and there's two major services we offer. One is to actually release raccoons or rodents or bees, and this is going to be an ongoing theme as we develop the graphic design that goes along with Raccoon Release and its service. I think it's really going to offer value to the community. I mean, think about what happens if you are the only person with a bee suit and there's 100 Versace purses, or Louis Vuitton, and you release 1,000 angry bees. 1,000 angry bees.
Believe it. It's possible.
So Jacob and I are working on a little project right now. I'm really proud of it. Jacob, congratulations. It looks like we're going to get our building.
We did it.
An adult.
Yeah. Now I can finally say I'm an adult.
I'm moving up, so you better get this party started. I'm moving up. I'm moving up. Isn't that how it goes? Something like that.
Yeah. I think yeah.
Anyway, what do you think are going to be the major? Hurdles of like getting it all kind of going and getting things transitioned? Are you kind of planning for some difficulties, or like doing some like advanced key planning to get from your house to an office?
One, I'm like a couple things that come into mind are we have winter coming up, so and it's not a heated space. Not a big deal, but we are going to be spending a fair amount of time there, so that's a little bit of a thing, but not really. And transitioning, if I'm going to transition inventory from where I'm at to there, or if I'm just going to start bringing unlisted stuff and start a fresh inventory there exclusively, and just sell down what I have here.
It's like you don't want to fork your inventory in different places, but if you did have separate, like if you use the opportunity to start a separate store that maybe specialized in something, or you moved specific inventory that aligned with a niche or a series of niches that were like congruent with like a store concept, and you kept that there, and then you kept all your, you kept all your gold bars under your couch.
Yeah, so I don't know which way I want to go. I feel like what feels right is to just bring unlisted stuff to the shop, get it all listed and sorted there, and just start a fresh inventory there and sell down what I have here.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't confuse things or mix it up, and I can start like a source or location tag for everything that's at the shop.
A source or location tag. What do you mean?
Just like in the listing, like shop, you know, just at the end. So I'm like, where is this? And I scroll. I'm like, oh, okay, it's at the shop.
Put like an SH at the end or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna, like I told you, I'm gonna start using 6-bit software and do a master. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move everything shelf by shelf and put it into this new inventory system while I'm doing that, so I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Damn.
So it's gonna open up my inventory so that I have to individually go through everything anyway. So why not use the opportunity to actually create a working inventory system, so that I got this space so I could go from 2,000 to 10,000, and I think I can in this space. I'm gonna have to be, slightly more selective with certain, like the sizing of certain items, and there's a lot that's gonna go into it. But
10,000 specifically. Is there anyone else who's trying to do 10,000 on the bay? Is there any? I can't.
10K on the bay. I've been trying to get there forever, but I mean, it's not. It has nothing to do with that.
I'm trying to get to 9,050.
Really? Yeah, I'm actually trying to get to $1 million in sales per year.
Yeah,
and I think that you need 10,000. I think you need roughly 10,000 items based on my sell-through rate and my ASP to get to $1 million. Right? So yeah, 10K on the bay is. I think he's at like 4,500 or something. I don't know if he's hit 5,000. I think I heard him say he was at like 4,500. But it's there's a song, and I'm gonna sing it for you. There's a hole in the bucket. There's a hole in the bucket. Dear Liza, there's a hole in the bucket.
You fill the bucket up, but it's just going to keep pouring out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there isn't a hole in the bucket, then you're not selling anything and you're going broke.
Yeah. So roughly at 5,000 items, how many items are you selling a day? 20? 25 approximately?
I would say more like 35 to 40.
Okay. So then that's a day.
Mm-hmm.
So then per week, you need to be sourcing 2,800 items. Or no, 280 items.
A week.
So roughly 1,000 items a month just to sustain that.
Yeah.
Plus, because you don't sell everything that you source.
1,000 items a week. Hold on a second. Let's do this math. Wait a second.
No, 1,000 items a month.
I'm sorry. 1,000 items a month. 1,000 items a month.
Average sell is.
So that's like
40,000 a month.
I mean, I'm not saying like I'm gonna maintain that forever. I just want to see if I can do it. And then
hit a milli, and then be like, I'm gonna back off. Now I'm gonna do.
Maybe it's impossible for me to maintain. I don't know. I want to see. It's 30 items a day. That means every day I have to go out and find 30 items. That's what I calculated. So every single day I need to find 30 items.
Well, I think at that rate you have someone who's a full-time lister, a full-time packager, and then you're sourcing full-time, and then you probably have another person who jumps in between those two.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to.
So if you were and maybe even have someone help you source.
You need an efficient packing system, which means you need really strong inventory so that you can pick, 15 to 20 items an hour. No, more than you can pick 40 to 50 items per hour. It should take you a minute to find an item or less. So let's say you have 50 items. You should really be able to do that, pick all of those items in an hour. And then if you have a thermal label system and you can easily weigh things.
Yeah.
It irks me when people. Kayla says it irks me people when I say I want to get X items in my store, and I want to sell everything in my store. I don't ever want to have a ton of items in my store. Well, I mean that's good. You can have that mentality. It's great. Like I'm looking to like. I'm like I feel like I'm Pac-Man right now. There's all these little opportunities. Some of them are a week, some of them are a month, some of them are 2 months, some of them are 90 days. If it's more than 90 days, I'm not really interested in it, you know? So I'm trying to gobble up those things that, even though people say it's stale after 90 days, I don't think so. Because if I can get a 4 or 5x return in 90 days on my initial investment, how else could it, where am I going to get that from? It's just, I mean, there's no other market that you can do that. And even like, after expenses, if I'm doubling or tripling, best case scenario, tripling.
It's unheard of in any other kind of investment.
Exactly. For me, everything, all of my inventory is an investment, and like I'm trying to. I don't want to have a physical shop. I mean, we're planning a physical location to work from. It's not a place where people walk in and look at crap, because that just takes up so much space, and space is expensive. Yeah. Kayla says with a good inventory system, it's a piece of cake to pull shipping for the day. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. When I can't find something, it drives me crazy, and I just start going through everything. Like I hate it. I hate doing extra work. I don't even like to work. I need to think that this is all like fun, because I hate working.
No,
I don't want to ever do.
You do have to play with your own perspectives a little bit. And
your balls.
Yeah, play with your truck nuts if you dare.
I was gonna say your nuts, like play with your nuts, because it's kind of like play with your crazy. You got to play with your crazy a little bit, and kind of you gotta screw those nuts in a certain way that drives you. No one, other people don't have to get to the next level either. I mean, we're younger guys, and like we're in a very lush market, so why not give it a whirl?
And it's not like crazy expensive either. So,
well, it's not crazy expensive for you.
I
keep going where I am. It's impossible. I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
My house is not a place of business. I'm doing, 30, 40 orders a day sometimes, and it's like I need a place to work, and like I need to keep my wife happy, and in maintaining that work-life balance.
Everyone's like, yeah, you do need to keep your wife happy.
Yeah. The 19th inch says the problem is people say nobody knows. Most people, the problem is even eBay. Most people don't even know anything outside of their department. Yeah. I mean, I think you need to be on multiple platforms. You need to figure out all kinds of stuff and blah, blah, blah. Right now, things are going really well with me for eBay, and things are going probably C- on Amazon. God, Amazon just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and the fraud just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Still selling? I mean, you're still selling like a ton of stuff a day, though.
Yeah, I am. Because you have to. Otherwise, you can't do it. It's like a snake eating its own tail. You gotta. I mean, it is, because, like.
Eat it.
Well, some of the food comes out in the poop. So you got to like pick that food out of the poop, and you got to get the snake to eat it again.
It's still good. I mean, don't throw it away.
I hate it. It's so boring. It's so obnoxious. The customers are so sparky and demanding, and like if something in a picture looks like bluish and they get it and it's like blackish, they're like, this isn't the right color. I don't know. The sky is falling. I want my money back now.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually.
Yeah. I just hope the eBay customer does not morph
into the Amazon customer.
Oh my God. Because then I'm retiring. I'm selling all of my inventory, and I'm going to go open up a fish shack on the beach of Brazil.
Okay, just not in the next 2 years, though, right?
No. I think things will be okay for the next 2 years.
For at least the next 2 years, and then we can.
Well, for the next 8 months, I'm locked in.
That's right. Do Do we have a escape clause? Do we have a Santa Claus?
A Santa Claus? We don't have an escape clause because it's a 2-year lease. So
there you go.
it is what it is.
Plus,
Well, the thing is, I'm authorized to sublet.
that's true. Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I think one of the main reasons it's undervalued is they just never put pictures of it on the internet. You know,
Are we actually just gonna sublet this place and not even move into it?
Dude,
that's the strategy all along. We're gonna get $4,000 a month for this place.
I think you actually could. I think if you had the right clientele, you could.
We'll just.
I don't know about 4,000, but 3,000 definitely.
Yeah.
Space heaters?
Yeah, the electricity would be expensive.
I'll install some space heaters. I don't know why.
The front room is really the front room. Will be the photo room, and that can be heated. But the warehouse rooms don't need to be heated.
No, I totally agree.
Put on a jacket and stop being a baby.
Yeah, I don't know who's being a baby, but they need to set down
Hearts Vintage. Kayla says if anyone does Etsy and they want to do, she has like some kind of thing, a link for 50 free listings. So hit her up and she'll give you a link to get you on Etsy and get you 50 free listings. I might take you up on
like pyramid scheme commission.
There's 2 types of schemes. There's pyramid schemes and there's reverse pyramid schemes. Oh, something happened. Are you there? What? Something happened. Something happened. We lost him. Oh, we lost him. Okay, so now I'm just talking to myself because it looks like we lost old Jakey Poo here. Oh, no. Oh, no. So Jake and I are getting a little place together. It's going to be good. We're just renting space. Looks like he disappeared here. Let me put the link back in here. Maybe he fell off the face of the earth. Anyway, does anybody have any questions or comments or anything? Yeah, I lost him. So that's the karmic. I did not block him, though I probably should. Yeah, so today was a total like bust. All the bags that I went for were fake. There wasn't a lot of stuff in this giant house. Yesterday, I mean, it was like the crappiest. Uh-oh. Something just happened. Jake disappeared. Poop. Let me see what happens in the control room here. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do it. Exciting times. Death Piles. How you doing, Kevin? Come in and talk to me for a sec. No, I didn't kick him out, dude. I did not kick him out. Huh. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, they were doing a live auction, Garage Flips and his little crew of dudes. They were doing like a live auction. They auctioned off a Tesla engineer jacket. It's like a guy who worked on like the early Tesla models, I guess, and it was like his actual jacket and hat from like the factory, and it's sold in a live auction for like $400. I really wanted to buy it, but it got a little spooky there. Anyway, I think because nobody's here and nobody's entering the show, if we don't get somebody in the next minute or so, I'm gonna end the show and go watch Breaking Bad. What do you think? I'm not that interesting. I need somebody to talk to. I mean, even when I'm talking to somebody, I'm not that interesting. So, anyway, in 1 minute or 40 seconds, we will end the show. I want to thank everybody for coming out and saying hi. We're going to try to get some more guests on the show. I've been very, 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 very busy. There's been a lot of estate sales. It's fourth quarter, so sales have been really, really hot. If you ever have any questions about selling on eBay or you need assistance in any way, you can reach out to us and ask some questions. We're not the best experts, but we can give you some experiential knowledge. I mean, we're not going to by any means have the time to like walk you through processes, but we can refer you to the right steps and stuff. We want everybody to be successful, honest, awesome sellers, to grow the platforms that we all sell on. Building trust in those platforms is so important, and that trust is built through our ability to solve problems, provide excellent products in the condition that we show them in, have fast shipping, and be dedicated to our customer service process. So I basically says, let's call it a night. You're distracting me. Awesome. Thanks, guys. We will see you soon. Love, kisses, and death piles. Get rid of your death piles. List your stuff on eBay. It's fourth quarter. Make your money. Go on vacation. Kiss your daughter. Do all that shit. See you later.